On November 11th, 1993, Michael Eisner visited Virginia to announce Disney's America, Disney's third American resort. Located close to Haymarket and the Manassas Civil War battlefield, Disney's America was to be themed to American history, taking guests back in time to experiencing different moments of history. Despite support from Virginia's governors, the theme park was ultimately cancelled on September 28, 1994, before construction could even begin. So what happened? This is the Distory of Disney's America. In the years leading up to the announcement of Disney's America, Disney was purchasing land in Prince William County under a secret name in order to not draw attention to themselves, as that would make the land prices go up. Disney also managed to get the support of local governors, and Disney officially announced Disney's America in November 1993. Whilst the governors were on board, many local residents were not. Protests against the new theme park soon began, with residents complaining that the new park would cause a major increase in traffic and pollution, whilst historians argued that Disney was planning on fantasizing history to make it family-friendly instead of historically accurate. Furthermore, during the official press release of the park, Senior Vice President Bob Weiss announced that guests could be made to feel what it was like to be a slave, or what it was like to escape through the Underground Railroad, which was understandably controversial. With a large-scale outcry against Disney's America, Disney officially announced that they were pulling out of the Haymarket location, intending to find another site for the theme park in Virginia. However, nothing came of that, and Disney's America was officially cancelled in 1994. So, what was planned for Disney's America? Guests could enter the park at Crossroads USA, set in the mid-19th century, with guests being able to board two antique steam trains that would journey around the park. The next land would have been President's Square, set in the late 18th century, that would have a replica of the Hall of Presidents attraction at Magic Kingdom. Native America would have focused on America's first inhabitants, with a replica of a Powhatan village. There was also to be a River Rapids attraction based on Lewis and Clark's expedition. The Civil War fort would have featured a Circle Vision 360 film transporting guests into the middle of a battlefield, whilst a nighttime spectacular would take place here, reenacting the Battle of the Monitor and Merrimack. We the People would have been located inside a replica of Ellis Island buildings, and feature a 3D show about immigrant heritage. Enterprise was a factory town demonstrating American innovation. The main attraction in this land would have been the Industrial Revolution roller coaster through a turn-of-the-century mill. Over at Victory Field, guests could experience a World War II airfield, including a parachuting attraction, a virtual reality plane attraction, and a dueling roller coaster called Dogfighter. State Fair would have been a replica of early 20th century fun fairs. The land would have featured a large Ferris wheel and a wooden roller coaster that was actually made of steel. The final land was to be Family Farm, a 20th century farm where guests could learn about farming and even milk cows. Whilst Disney's America was cancelled, it would go on to influence the creation of Disney's California Adventure. Instead of the Lewis and Clark River Rapids attraction, the Grizzly River Run is a river rapids around the Grizzly Peak National Park. The nearby Grizzly Peak Airfield, originally called Condor Flats, was inspired by Victory Field, with the plane attraction being an early version of Soarin'. The original design of Paradise Pier was based on classic pier-side attractions, similar to how State Fair would have been based on classic state fairs, with Paradise Pier also including a large Ferris wheel and a steel roller coaster. Finally, when DCA opened, a section of the park was similar to Family Farm, but instead called Bountiful Valley Farm. The land taught guests about Californian farming before eventually being incorporated into a Bugs Land, and later closing in 2010 to make way for Cars Land. Michael Eisner's plans to expand Disney's offering outside of Anaheim and Orlando spectacularly failed, with Disney's America being cancelled in September 1994, less than a year after it was announced in November 1993. However, some of the attractions and lands planned for the park eventually made it into the original plans for Disney California Adventure. At least there are some remnants of Disney's America that guests can still experience in the existing Disney parks.
Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next on the Distory channel.